Good morning, live from New York. Hey, is Jeff there? Jeff Tucker.
Good morning.
Good morning, live, Dyersburg, Tennessee.
Paris, Tennessee today.
Where are you? Where are you?
Paris.
Paris, Tennessee. Who would think? Every day Jeff can say, I'm going to Paris for the day.
Home of the world's largest fish fry, believe it or not.
What does that mean?
That means just what it is. It's the world's largest fish fry.
Fish fry.
Yeah.
How do you get to be the largest fish fry? I mean, I don't understand what that even means. That's significant. Is that a restaurant or what is it?
Yeah,
Or is there a big fair?
You shut the town down for a week and fry fish all week, and people from all over the world come in.
Oh, all right, okay. Worldwide, now I
fish.
get it. All right, it's like a festival type of thing.
Yeah.
All right, cool. What kind of fish?
Usually catfish and crappie.
Catfish. All right, cool. Love it.
I like the catfish.
Yeah, I do too.
You can fry anything, and it's good.
That's true. That is.
Well,
wow,
I mean, they got Twinkies and Oreos too. So
we got Mike Marinazulich here as well from our friend down in North Carolina. Good morning, Michael. Got to turn on your mic. Mike, you got to turn on your mic.
This isn't Mike, but good morning, Dan.
Steve. Good morning.
Sir.
I recognize your voice. We had good.
Oh yeah, I tried to do it with the computer. I'm doing it with the phone and the computer combination. I'm still technologically inept.
You're getting there, one step at a time. Hey guys, listen, we got a great crew here at this time. We got California in the house. We got North Carolina in the house. We got Tennessee. We got New Jersey. We got Oklahoma. Who am I leaving out? We got the whole country is pretty well. We're crisscrossing the whole country. Today,
Rick,
what we're doing.
By the way, Rick just came in. I heard you, Rick. So
yes,
you're there.
Hey, Rick Crook.
That's
me. How are you? Welcome, Rick Crook.
Thank you.
How long have you been with Same Day now?
A couple months.
All right, good. Good to have you in the rotation here. We also have a special session at 11:45 for people that are relatively new to this whole concept. And Steve, I had would love any of your folks that can make it to that would be useful. And I had also
we'll do our best to see who missed the morning ones.
Yeah, it'll be good. It's not like this. We're practicing today, guys. We're practicing this little phrase I have right here on the screen. If you can see the screen, you should see it. What I want to do for you, the reason I want to do it, provide the evidence. Let's do it. I'll have it done for you by 5. And this simple approach can be used to close business like crazy and to cement commitments with people. I'll give you an example, like for a technician. So it can be used in your communication as a service advisor with a technician and also with a customer. And also with your kids at home. It doesn't matter. Very powerful. Watch. So here's how it works out. So I go back and I'm going to talk to Steve. Steve is my technician. And so I start out a conversation like this. Steve, hey, this Subaru that's sitting outside, let me tell you what I want to do on that. All right. Tell me what I need for you to do really is I want to change the oil. I want to rotate the tires and I want to inspect that water pump. Make sure that it's okay. They were getting some fluid on the ground. Okay. Now the reason I want to do all that is because this is a brand new customer. I want to get it done. I want to do the full inspection like we normally do. Right. I want to get it out, but by 2 o'clock because they have to go to a meeting. Right. So can you get all that done? Can you do that and get it all done by 2 o'clock?
Yes, sir. I could do that. Sure.
Right. See, what I want to do, explain what you want to do on the vehicle. Somebody, what is that doing?
I don't know what that is, Dan.
Explain why you want to do it. Create a little context for it, right? And then include it. It's going to make me crazy.
Dan, mute yours a minute. Let me just see if it's coming from you, because I don't. Nope.
Not me.
Some kind of feedback, because I can hear it.
Yeah.
Let's mute everybody one at a time, and I'll see if I can find it. You keep talking, Dan.
Yeah. All right. The same thing can be done with customers, right? The same thing can be done with customers. So I say Steve is my customer. I say, Steve, I'll tell you what, here's what I want you to do, Steve. Bring your car down here today at either 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. And what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to inspect the vehicle. I'm going to get that thing fixed up. We're going to get you back on the road. So can you do it by either 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock? Which works best for you? Boom. That's what I want to do.
Good.
Right. What I want to do, why I want to do it, provide an explanation.
I don't know what that is, Dan. I ain't never heard that before.
I never have either.
I'm getting some feedback, though. I can hear myself echo back, so it may be something.
Is it on you?
No. I've muted myself both ways, so it's not.
Just to eliminate myself, I'm going to hang up and redial because I'm doing a conference call, not a computer thing. And if it's gone, you'll kick me off when I come back.
No, that's strange, guys. Guys, let's do this. This is really annoying. Can you guys all hear the clicking? Can everybody just let me know? Can you hear the clicking?
Yeah, I can hear it. It seems to go away when y'all start talking, but then it comes back.
Yeah, I can hear it.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
It seems to got quiet now. All right, listen, let's just go through this and we'll just let it just deal with it. All right. So here's what I want to do. Let me go to Randy. No, not Randy. I meant Ronnie. Ronnie Spurgeon. I want you to show the guys how to do this with a customer, Ronnie. Okay. What I want to do, why I want to do it. Let's do it. All right.
With the customer.
Yes, with the customer.
Okay. Austin, we've got your oil change. We got the tires rotated like I told you we would. We done the inspection of all your vehicle, checking belts, fluids, all that. What I want to do today is just do a basic coolant flush because of the condition of your antifreeze, and plus to make sure it doesn't freeze up for you during this winter. I can do it and still have you done by 2 o'clock like I told you I would.
Right, that's good. That's it. I will have it done. Instead, take the word can out. I will have it done for you by 2 o'clock, just like I told you I would. So that was good. The only correction there was that take the word can out. The distinction for can is like this. If you remember back to President Kennedy, in 1961, he said, we choose to go to the moon. He didn't say, we can go to the moon. He said, no, we're going to the moon. It's the same thing with your customer. I'm going to have your car fixed for you by 2 o'clock. It's not like I can have it done. Of course you can. But are you going to? Yes, I will have the car done for you, ready for you to go, to get you on the road at 2 o'clock. There's a big difference between can and right? See that, Ronnie?
Right.
Yeah. Makes sense. All right, cool. Now do it again. This time do it with one of your technicians.
Jesse, hey, I've got Austin's truck back there. I want to do a oil change, tire rotation, and do your regular inspection that you do. And because he's having a coolant issue is why I want to do this. He needs it back by 2 o'clock. Can you do that for me?
Yes. Perfect. That's all. Guys, it's an exchange of commitments. You got to include, you don't have to, but it's useful to include the technician in the exchange of commitments. It's an agreement. You're making an agreement with the technician. Here's what I need for you to do. Do you agree to do that? There may be a reason why you can't do it. It's good to know that up front before you go off and assume that it's going to get done. Very nice work, Ronnie. Very good. Let's go to, let me go up to, who is there, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric. Let's talk. So, all right, Eric, what's your technician's name?
I have one named Yuli and one named Ricardo.
All right, good. So I'll be Ricardo, and you tell me what you want me to do and why, and then make a request for me to do it by a specific time.
All right, so what I want you to do is a full rotation on the vehicle. I also want you to do a cooling system flush, brake system flush, and a transmission fluid service.
All right.
And then this is the first time I do this one. I don't even know what I do next.
So now you go, like you say, look, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why all this has to get done. Explain,
Okay.
Create some context for it, a reason
You
why.
got it. You got it. All right, so the reason why is because the vehicle's on already. It's 100K maintenance, and they have skipped their 50. So we're here doing the 100K trying to catch up on everything.
Yeah, and you might say in there, this is a brand new customer, right? And we want to knock their socks off, and they also have to be out of here by a certain time frame.
Okay.
Right? So you want to make sure that you include the time frame in there, right?
So this is us talking to the techs.
Correct.
Right? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and then you're going to have the same conversation with, that's why this model here, the 1, 2, 3 right here is so powerful, because you can have this conversation with your technician and with the customer and with your kid at home. I'll show you. I'll explain this in a minute, right?
All right.
So do it again. You're doing great, by the way. Do it again and let me explain why. Boom, and then roll into it. And just say, then ask for the commitment at the back end.
All right. So what I want you to do, Ricardo, is do a cooling system flush, transmission fluid service, and a brake system flush. Because the 50K maintenance is here. This is one of our first customers. This is the first time our customer is here, and we want to take care of their vehicle. Can we do this, or can we? No, we're gonna be able to do this by 2 o'clock.
Well, no. Well, you phrase it. You say, look, I need for this to be done by 2 o'clock.
Got it.
Right, to help the customer out. Can you commit to that? Is that something you can do by 2? Okay. Can you get all this work done by 2? You got to include them.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? So that was good. Excellent work. Include them. So listen, sometimes if you know the guy's not busy, you can have a different, more direct conversation and just say, look, what was the guy's name? Ricardo. Ricardo, I need this done in an hour, buddy. Let's jump to it. Let's get on it. All right.
All right.
And even then, you could say, look, is that all right? Can you do that in an hour? Boom. It's better to include them, guys. Let them have some skin in the game. Right? If you don't have that conversation about when it's needed by, then you get what you get.
That's
right?
true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and it might not be what you think. You might think, oh, I'll have it done in an hour, and then he goes, I didn't know you needed it in an hour.
Yeah.
Right?
That's happened before, I know.
Yes.
Absolutely. Who else is there with you now, Eric?
No, I'm here by myself. Bradley did the morning training.
Bradley's in the
And
morning.
I'm here too, Steve, from the same company. In Denver.
All right, Steve. There you go, buddy. Now, do me a favor. Do it again this time with a customer. Pretend Steve is your customer and tell him what you want to do. Tell him why, and then when it's going to be done.
All right. What I want to do to your vehicle is I want to be doing a full rotation on it. I also want to do a transmission fluid service and a brake system flush because it hasn't been done for the 50K maintenance.
Oh,
what are the reasons? What are the reasons? Why else would you want to do it?
I'm lost right now, man.
No, that's all right. No, you're on the right path.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely on the right path. Why else would you want to do those services?
To keep the car rolling good?
Yes, right. To take care of the customer, so that to maintain the vehicle.
Yes.
You see,
Yeah,
to make sure that
I'm stuck on number 3. To tell you the truth, I don't know how to come from 2 to 3.
Yeah, and then say, look, I'm gonna, and then you say, look, I'm gonna have it done for you by 2 o'clock.
All right.
Just like we discussed, I'm gonna have it done for you by 2 o'clock. That's it. Now, how you button that up at the end is you just say, would you like me to come pick you up, or are you gonna wait around? You're gonna stay here, or are you gonna go to the mall? What are you gonna do? And so that's the kind of the choice close, right? Are you going to stick around, or are you going to go back to the office? Or if you're calling them on the phone, you could say, look, would you like me to come get you, or can you get a ride down here?
You got it.
This is what I want to get in your bones, guys, right here. Just this, what I want to do for you, why I want to do it, let's do it. And there's really two ways you can phrase that. One is as a promise that you're making. What I'm going to do for you, Mike, is blah, 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 blah. The reason I'm going to do it is because and I promise you I'm going to have it done by 4. The other way is to say, what I want you to do, Mike, is to bring that car down here for me right now. I'm going to put it up on, and I'm tell you why I want it now, because I have an opening and I got my best technician, and we can look that over for you and make sure get you back on the road within an hour. And I will have everything done by 5 o'clock. Does that work for you, or would you like to come down by 6? Boom, whatever the time frame is. So it's really what I want to do, provide the evidence and the reasoning, and then the time element, what I want to do when. So you could do this with a kid at home too. Johnny, come here, son. I need you to clean up your room. Yeah, I'll tell you why. We're having company tonight, and the room's got to look, it's got to look spit polished. It's got to be ready to go. You want to make your mom happy, right? So I'll tell you what, you can do it right now, or you can do it at 2 o'clock. What's going to work best for you? Same thing. You try that at home with the kids, their heads are going to explode. They don't know what to do with it, but they do it. But they choose. That's the beauty of this. They'll choose. Okay, let me finish playing my game, and then I'll do it at 2, Pop. I'm serious.
My
Deadly
kids would just be
serious.
very confused.
it would confuse them, but then they would choose.
Options? What is this options?
No, they're going to ask you if there's a payment plan.
Yeah.
That's when Jeff walks in.
let me call Jeff. Yeah. Let me,
Can I get
hang
a
on.
90-day option on this?
He says, Pop, he would go, Pop, what's the payment plan on this room thing? You can pay me $10 now or $10 later, Dad.
$10 a day, and I'll have it finished in 100 days.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. All right, good work. That's you. Listen, guys. I know this is new. It's a thought process, but this piece, right? The reason I want to work on this piece is very, very, very important, because on the outbound, on page 9 in the workbook, right here is the outbound approach, right? And the way you button up the outbound approach is right here in box 2. It says, at the same time, what I want to do for you today, Steve, is some simple front brake maintenance. The reason I want to do the front brake maintenance is because the brake pads are worn down. They're only about a penny thickness left on the brake pads, right? I will have the brake service done by 2 o'clock. Do you see? So and then we get into the payment plan and all that, but it's really the same thing. What I want to do, the reason I want to do it, and I'll have it done, make a commitment of when it's going to be done. Then you do the payment plan thing. But this little piece is so powerful, guys. I'm telling you, so many places you can use it in life to take control of a conversation. So that's why I'm just taking the time. I want to practice this today. You know, another way you can use this, if you're in the middle of a long conversation, somebody on the other end, the customer is just going off at the mouth, right? And they're talking about tires and this, that, and the other thing. At some point, you just say, all right, okay, good, time out. Here's what I want to do. Boom, now you're back in complete control. They had control, and they're going, yeah, talky. You go, time out. Okay, let me explain to you exactly how this is going to go. Here's how we're going to do this. Here's why we're going to do it that way. And boom, it's the same thing, to take control of the conversation. Anything to add, Randy?
No, this is the training that we're practicing. This approach has a deeper meaning, and you'll find that out. Like Dan was saying, as we begin to use this approach in our outbound calls, we practice and practice the phone ringing and what we do with the phone ringing, and we're still practicing it, and we'll continue. The outbound call is one that I actually had one of my employees yesterday said, I need some help with that. I don't know how to call somebody, a younger guy, he's younger in the company. I don't know how to call somebody and tell them they need $2,000 worth of work when they came in for an oil change.
Right.
You know, I don't know how to do that. And so this outbound approach call is tied in with, this is what I want to do. This is why I want to do it. And this is when I can get it done. And so that's basically all rolls into one as you continue to keep watching how this process works.
Yes. I want to go down to Sean from Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. We got everybody here on the call today, man. Georgia too.
Yeah.
Sean, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. How you doing, sir?
Good. Excellent. Excellent. So here, Sean, I want you to have a quick discussion with your who's your technician? What's his name? Her name? I don't care. Whoever it is.
My technician's name is Joe and Elver.
Okay, good. So talk with Joe. Tell him what you want him to do. Tell him why, and then ask him to commit to it. Go ahead.
All right. So this is my first time doing this, and I kind of missed the first part of it. So this is where we're starting.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just doing a little exercise. It's an exercise for you to talk to the technician, right? If you were my technician, I say, Sean, you see this Subaru out here? Okay, let me tell you what I want to do on the Subaru. Here's what I want to do. Ba 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 ba. The reason I want to get that done is because this customer is a brand new customer. He's in kind of a rush. He has an appointment he has to be to at 3 o'clock, right? And I want to get it done. Can you get it done by 3 o'clock?
Okay.
Right. So then, but if he says yes, now you got a commitment. You're in.
Okay. All right. Say, Joe, I got a customer here that came in for the appointment. What I want to do is I want to do a brake inspection. The reason why I want to do the brake inspection, the customer says that they're hearing a grinding noise whenever they brake. So I would like to have his car back to him by 3 p.m. Is that something that you can take care of for me today?
Fabulous.
Yep.
Perfect. That approach, Sean, you practice exactly what you did there, and that's how you talk with your technicians, right? Every day, and there are little variations in that, but that's the gist of it. That was perfect,
All right.
buddy. Yeah. Now do the same thing. Now pretend that Randy is your customer, and you're going to have the same conversation. Okay, Randy, here's what I want to do. Here's why I want to do it. And then I promise you I'll have it done. Go. Now you're making the commitment. The other one you were asking the technician to make you a commitment. Now you're the one. Now you're going to make the commitment to the customer. Go ahead.
All right, Mr. Randy, we did the inspection on your car. What I want to do is I want to replace your front brakes. The reason why is because your front brakes are 3 millimeters. That's right around the time that we recommend that your brakes get replaced. Because
hold on,
if you
Sean,
continue
I want to take out the word recommend. If the brakes are, if it's beyond the point, it's where we recommend. No, it's at 3 millimeters. I want to replace the brakes because I don't want to grind into the rotors. You see, it's stronger than that.
I got you.
It's stronger than that. I could recommend. Here's what I could recommend. I could recommend that you get tires next time you come in. I'm going to inspect the tires.
That's the future. Okay.
Right down the road. But this brake thing is serious. I mean, you don't want to. You want to make sure the brakes are working right and that you're not cutting into the rotors and everything else, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not recommending it. I'm telling you, this is what I want to do.
Telling you, I got you.
It's just like I said about President Kennedy. Didn't say we recommend we go to the moon. It never would have happened. He said we're going to the moon. So that's what I said here. What I want to do on your car is the following. I want to do brake maintenance on the vehicle. Why? Because the brake pads are worn out.
I got you.
You've only got 2 millimeters left. That's the thickness of a penny. Right? That's it. So that's why I want to replace them today. And if they're in the store, Sean, if they're in the store, you grab them and walk them out and show them, right?
Yeah, show them. Yeah.
All right, do it again.
All right, hey Randy, we took a look at your car. What I want to do is I want to do a front brake job on your vehicle. Your front brakes are worn out, and what's going to happen if you keep driving on them is going to ruin your rotors. So I recommend that we do that today. I can have it done for you by 3 p.m. today. How does that work for you?
That's great, except you put the word recommend in there. I want to do it. I
got to get that. See, that's something that I'm so programmed to do, and that's what
I'm coming out
Yeah,
with a brand new.
that's a bad word, huh?
I'm
Well,
coming out with a brand new shock collar, and you program the words into it, and
a
every
shock
time you
collar,
say those
right?
words,
That's a
it
good idea.
shocks
I like that. I like that shock collar. You say the word recommend.
Oh man,
I like that.
you.
That's a great idea, Randy. That's cool.
nah, but it does make sense though when you put it like that. Recommendations, that does sound like something that
All right, let's put it
you
in
want them to do in
perspective.
the future.
It's
Yeah,
optional. It's
Yeah,
optional.
yeah,
let's
There's
put it
yeah.
some
in
It gives
things.
them an
perspective.
option.
There's some things that you can do that with. There's other things that you don't want to do that with. If the ASC
Okay,
certified technician comes back and says they need brakes, then they need brakes. That's my
right.
approach. That's how I take it. It's
And
not
and,
for
and
Yeah,
me
but
then to turn it into an optional situation. I don't want to do that. Go ahead,
now the
Randy.
dentist though, when you go to the dentist, we use this example. You go to the dentist, and he looks at your tooth, and he goes, "Hmm, you know what? I recommend we pull that rotten tooth out of there. What do you think?"
No.
And he doesn't say that. He tells you, "Look, this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to extract that tooth out of there. Okay. The reason is if we don't, it's going to get infected, and you're going to make yourself sick. And I want to do it tomorrow at 3 o'clock."
Yes, that's it. It's the
right,
That's what. Yeah.
same exact approach that you guys are the doctors of automotive, right? That's what you got to think like that. And the customers
right.
don't know. You got to guide them, and you do that with language. So it's very good work today, Sean. Keep practicing.
That gotta practice. Gotta practice more on that.
Take that recommend. Listen, I'm not saying recommend is a bad word. There are times, like I said, where you want to recommend that people do things. Maybe
Uh
next
huh.
time. That's fine. I'm not saying not to
Right.
do that, but then there's other things where you don't want to do that. Let me see who else we
Right.
have here. I want to get to more people. Uh, uh, Rick, Rick, hold on. Let me ask Steve Boyajin. Do we have
Yes, sir.
anybody else at your company? Did I
No,
get
we
to
had a
everybody?
few people in the morning, and then we just have Eric, I think, right now.
Eric, are you the only one out there?
Yes, sir.
All right, good, good. You did an excellent job, by the way. Steve, you want to try it?
Why not? I
Go
may
for
be a little rusty, but yeah, why not?
two things. One with the technician, and then one with the customer. Go ahead.
You got it. All right, so technician first. Hey, Ricardo, what we need to get done on this vehicle is we're going to go ahead and replace the two front rotors and the brake pads, as well as get a flush done. The customer needs to pick up his kids by about 2:45, so this car's got to get done and ready to roll by 2 o'clock. Is that something we can do?
Yeah. Is that something you can? Yeah, you can do. Right. Is that something you can do? Right. And you're looking for that commitment. Boom. Perfect, Steve. Right
Mhm.
now, go ahead. Now, go ahead and do it with the customer.
All right, Ms. Smith, what we found out upon inspection is that your brake pads are down to pretty much metal at 2 millimeters, and also, unfortunately, the rotors are below the minimum specifications by the manufacturer. So we're going to have to replace the brake pads along with the rotors and flush
Steve,
out the brake
try it
system.
like this. Try it like this, because
Go for it.
sometimes you can get lost in the technology pretty
Yes,
quickly. Right. So
I do.
rather than start out with all the problems that are wrong with the vehicle, start out with what you want to do. Like I give you an example. President Kennedy, I use the Kennedy moon speech all the time. He didn't
Mm.
say, he didn't go to the public and say, look, what we're going to do, we're going to go down to Cape Canaveral in Florida and we're going to assemble this team and we're going to build rockets and we're going to order the supplies from here and we're going to get, he didn't get into the detail of it, right? He just said,
Hmm.
we're going to go to the moon. We're going this decade, right? So that you have to listen. So if you say, I want to do front brake maintenance for you today, Mrs. Jones, you might hear her go, oh, okay. At which point you don't you don't have to spend a lot of time in the reasoning, right?
Okay.
You declare what you want to do, but you could get lost in the detail and the mishigas and the craziness of all the details and the nuts and the calipers and before you know it, nobody knows what's going on. She's like, I got to talk with my husband. That's not what we want. So you
Okay. All right. So we're basically saying what I'd like to do, Mrs. Smith, is go ahead and replace the brake pads for you, do brake service for you, and
yes,
because as expected, as you suspected, the brake pads are low, or whatever the
yes, the
Y is,
brake
right?
pads are worn out. It's time to do it. There's nothing wrong with your brakes. It's basic front brake maintenance,
Hmm.
right? And then
Okay.
you then commit to it here, and I promise you, I'll have it done by 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Boom,
All
simple,
right.
right?
Go
That's
again?
it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Do it again.
No, I mean, I thought you paused so I could go ahead. That's why.
You could go ahead.
Okay, so basically, Ms. Smith, what we're gonna need to do on your vehicle, what we're gonna do on your vehicle today is we're gonna do basic brake maintenance on the front brakes today, and we're gonna do that because as suspected, your brakes are low, and we don't want to cause any further damage, and we're gonna be able to do that in time for you to pick up the kids at 2 o'clock.
Yes. Fabulous. And then on the actual approach that we're going to work on then you can get into payment plans and everything else. I'm not doing that
Sure.
today. I want to just get you guys used to saying what I want to do, the reason I want to do it, and let's do it. Call to action.
Why commit? Why commit? Right? I mean, that's what it kind of comes down to. What
Say
we're
what,
gonna do,
Steve?
the what? No, the what, the why, and the commit. I
Correct.
mean,
That's it.
it's
Simple. What?
yeah.
Why? Commit. It's simple. Exactly it, Steve. 100%. 100%. Let me see who else. So Rick Crook, I want to get you, buddy. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, good. Two conversations, one with the technician and then one with the customer. Go ahead, pal.
All right, Tom, I've got this car needs a water pump and a coolant flush. They have to be at work at 5 o'clock. So can I get that car ready by 4? Can you do that
Can you?
for me today?
Yeah, there you go. Right. Button it up like that. Ask them to commit. You can declare all you want. If they don't agree, then you
Well,
may have
yeah.
a problem. Right?
All right,
You
and
may.
for the customer.
Yeah.
All right.
What I want to do, and sometimes I like to say, let me explain to you why I want to do all that work today. And then explain. It's a new customer. They got to be somewhere at 2 o'clock. And we provide the reasoning.
Gotcha.
Right? It makes sense. Nice
It
and
does.
easy. That's good. Good work, Rick. Do it again now. Pretend Randy's your customer.
All right, Randy, after our inspection, we did notice that you need a new water pump, and we also like to do the flush after that to maintain and make sure the new water pump lasts a good long time. And I will have that done by 4 o'clock today. How's that sound, sir?
All of it was great, except when you asked me how it sounded. that was the only part. But listen, that's habit, and it's something you can work in. But and I can have it done by 3 o'clock today, and then or I can come pick you up. Put another ending on it. The ending that Dan likes a
We're
lot of
not
times.
practicing. We're really not doing the endings today, guys. We're just practicing what I want to do, why, and I'll have it done for you by 2. That's it.
Yep.
That's
Yeah, just don't worry about the ending on this particular phase of it. Is what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha. Sorry about that.
the other thing. You
Do
brought
it
up a
again.
good point though, Rick. If you ask, how does that sound? Nobody wants to spend money on their vehicle. So if I was standing there and I would go, still, I don't want to spend the money. I don't want to do it, really. What? Nobody wants to do it. It's like nobody wants to come see you guys. Trust me. They don't want to come, just like the dentist. You don't want to go to the dentist and you don't want to go to the auto repair guy. So why bring it up? It's not I don't find it to be a useful question, to be honest with you.
I would agree.
Yep.
So you don't
Looking
have
at
to
it
go
both
there.
directions.
That's why in the approach, you see in what we do here, right? In the approach, if we go to page 9, the outbound approach, the first thing, I've got good news for you. First thing, you call a customer back. I've got good news for you, right? Nothing wrong with your car. We just want to do some front brake maintenance, right? So, but good news. Why? Because you're the good news guys. Then you come up here to what we've been working here on page 6. Hey, I've got great news right here. Box 2. I've got great news. Rick, I got an opening for you right now or at 2 o'clock. Which would you prefer? So they get used to hearing you're the good news guy and bad news. You always bring good news. Great news. I found out the problem. Great news. We can fix your car. Great news. I'll have you on the road by 2 o'clock. It's always good news. Because they're waiting for bad news. Trust me. Okay. I hope you're sitting down, Rick. Here's the price. I hope you have a platinum Amex or something like that because you need it. We don't want to go there. Guys, lots of fun today. Mike Maranzulich, are you there, buddy?
I am, sir.
Anything to share, my friend?
No, guys, really, really good on it. And I just, unfortunately, I'm brand new on this, but it's kind of very similar to the approach I take myself already. And so it's good.
Thank you.
I like
Thank
it.
you. Good.
I,
We'll
I like it
talk in
very
a little
much.
bit. All right. I'll
You
get
got it,
back.
sir. Absolutely.
Yeah. Great to see you here. All right, guys. Great work today, man. Great work. Now, here's what my suggestion is. Today's the only day we got, guys. Make it a big one. Go out there and knock people out with your commitment to take care of them. That's the game. Big. I can help you with that. And by the way, I'll be sending out. I got a big box of stickers here. I'll be sending these out to everybody over the next week. Right? Put them everywhere in the shop. Put them by the phone, especially, so you don't forget. I can help you. I can help you. I can help you. Anything else, Randy, to button it up?
No, sir, that was good, good training too. And I'm going to tell you that the more that you practice this approach, this little simple, what I want to do, why I want to do it, and when you can get it done, and let them know that is an approach that it's hard to fail, because you can use it in so many different ways, in so many different tones and language, voice inflections up and down. So once you
Yes.
master it, it really is powerful through
Yes.
all the rest of the approach too.
Yes. All right, guys. Steve, great work. Good work, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you on Thursday.
Thanks
All
for
right.
everybody.
All right.
Peace.
Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Rick, for being here. Appreciate you, buddy.
Not a problem. I enjoyed it.
Okay, buddy. Look forward to seeing you again.
Yes,
Bye bye.
sir. Bye-bye.